Ha, that's what you get.
No, 54 years is a couple of years time.
You're not planning to stay here at midnight planting all these jewels of yours, are you?
Would you stay if I was?
Bloody would I hell.
Would ya?
You never know what's lurking.
If I literally turned around and said, hey, listen, we're all going to do a meditation at midnight, would you stick around?
No, you're on your own.
What if I said, we're going to do a seance?
Oh, God's sake, a seance.
Would you stick around? Or would you leg it?
Would you say it? You wouldn't stay here on your own.
Hell no. Hell no.
The
I made Mum and I were
gates locked.
Mum and I were at Paranella and we went and did a meditation at midnight and I was shitting bricks. She was fine. She was just happy to walk around and was really chilled. I absolutely shit myself.
Yeah,
What are you doing to say? You mean calling up the spirits?
Just no, meditating at midnight by the waterfall.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
And then calling up the spirits.
Totally.
Oh, you like that? You're doing the om.
Nah, if you want to.
They do that. The Buddhists do that.
Yeah.
They all go, and the people, you know, keep in contact. They go to make merit.
Yeah.
Yeah, they go to make merit for their ancestors.
Talking about the good old days now.
I think
Yeah.
you should have gone, Kelly. You should have been a Buddhist.
Yeah.
I didn't want to be a Buddhist.
Make merry. You didn't want to be a Catholic, did you?
No, I didn't want to be a Catholic either. It's like, what were you thinking? Honestly, like, what were you guys thinking? Just going, yeah, let's make them Catholic. Let's give them all of that
Well, if we'd been
Catholic
Buddhist,
guilt.
if we'd been
Thank you
Buddhist,
so
we would
very, very
be
much.
Catholic,
Yeah, exactly right.
I suppose you've got to have faith, hey.
Would you rather be a Muslim?
So what are you? Church of the Tree Huggers?
Yes, I'm Church of the Kelly. I just do whatever I feel like
You're
it,
going to end
really.
up in one of these cults, you know that, don't you? You will. Some lunatic will come along
No,
with some silly little idea that you agree with, and you go off and join his cult.
No, I'd have my own cult.
No, they
I
did.
wouldn't follow anyone.
Jonestown did it.
Yeah.
I wouldn't follow anyone.
Who's the fellow?
The Japanese dude with the sarin gas.
Yeah. Who's that fellow in Texas? What was his name?
Krish or Porsche or...
Literally, I honestly wouldn't follow anyone. The only one I probably would follow is Alan Watts.
Who's
Who?
Alan Watts?
Oh, he was like a philosopher. I've showed stuff of him to you before, Dad. He's really like when he speaks, he sounds like he's singing poetry. It's beautiful. Yeah, I'll show you. Alan Watts lectures. Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to play that now.
Just 2 minutes of it, just so you can hear what I'm talking about.
How many phones you got?
2
Before?
things.
One for work.
One's not enough.
God, he's sending us to sleep already.
His voice is really nice.
Tommy.
Yeah, it's nice.
10 seconds is enough, not 2 minutes.
No.
So you and Joe must get on well.
Yeah, we get along great.
Yeah, 'cause she's
Yeah.
into all this bloody...
Yeah, I'm seeing her this Salvo.
Who?
Well, she's
Jo.
doing a course at the moment on family constellations.
Oh, there you go. We've got to attend that.
Yeah.
So that'll be for Father's Day.
Yeah.
Yeah, you could have. Yeah, you guys could have.
As if.
Yeah, there's something to be said for it, honestly. There's something to be said for it.
What?
About intention and having, just having ritual and ceremony.
And believing in your stars.
Yeah, there's something to be said.
Yeah.
It's
I
not.
I was born on the 15th of May, so I'm a Taurus, so I lean this way and that way and the other way. So every person born on that day is the same.
No, they're just very similar in qualities. It also depends on what time, so what your ascendant is and what your
Weather temperature.
where your Venus is. So there's lots of different planets, and
What?
I mean, astrology is one of the oldest.
Just wait to see a hand
mathematics.
popping up out of the ground here.
Yeah.
see that bloody shitload of them.
Can you guys imagine how much Mark would have loved being here?
The Walking Dead. Mark, why would he love being here?
He'd love being here. He's a big old weirdo, loves to hang out in cemeteries and stuff.
To hang out in Las Vegas too.
So, are you going to read your letter, Dad?
Well, I haven't written a letter, but I will, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to read mine.
You don't have to.
No.
No.
I mean, what's reading the letter? What have you wrote? How about
I
you?
wrote some. I'll read something. I'd love to. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll just. It's
By
in
the
there.
way, it's the first time she's ever visited you.
It's in here.
Say it.
Oh, jeez.
Hey, just because I don't come here, it doesn't mean I don't think of her.
Where's my little notebook? Oh, here it is.
I don't know.
Gee, that's not a letter, that's a bloody
It
No,
is
no,
a
it's
letter.
phone.
news story.
Okay.
This is a letter.
It says. Do you want to
Page
sit back
is it?
down?
No, I'm just stretching a bit.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
What?
Nothing. It's just really quiet, isn't it?
Hey?
It's really quiet.
Yeah,
they're waiting for you to start. Waiting for you to start.
Okay.
Just showed a bit of respect.
Thank you for your attention, listeners.
Just showing you some respect there.
Thank you. Dear Nana, I was so young when you died, but I remember you so well. I remember the last time I saw you. We were all brought in to say goodbye. I didn't understand death, but I knew it meant you wouldn't be around. I remember the feeling in my
Because you
heart.
died.
And I remember everyone around being so sad. That was because you were special and so loved. Something died with you. The connection to our hearts stopped. Almost like you were the heart and no one knew how to find it in themselves when you left. I've been to England and Ireland hearing stories of
I should have
you
recorded this.
about what you were like. You seemed to be a bit of a rogue, running away.
She never wrote. She was our mother.
Yeah, but she ran away when she was younger, and Imelda told me stories about how she ran away from home and
Really?
lived
I
lived in the
remember
UK. Yeah, she ran away from home when she was like 16.
She's probably
And
driven.
moved to the
She's probably
UK.
driven.
But you know, these beautiful stories that I heard about her.
There you
Got
go.
more stories than I know.
Yeah, I reckon. Me too.
Said you probably had a huge spirit and a great desire for better. I like to think that is where I get it from. I wonder if you were a little strange deep down like me. I know you loved your music. We all have kept that alive. It was always your song that made an appearance at every family event, and it still does. Someone puts it on and we all start crying. I think because you are the only time we give ourselves permission to open our hearts. I don't think our family is doing or has done so good since you left. I really think the loss of you closed a lot of hearts, especially in my dad. I wonder if this could be a time when it could be healed. And I wonder if coming together like this could be just what's needed to find that connection to our hearts. I know both your sons hold on to a lot of guilt and shame. Dad for feeling like he couldn't protect you, and Uncle Dermot for loving my mum. I wonder if they could forgive themselves. Would it break some kind of curse that seems to hang around? I wonder if they could let that go. Would it help us all to find some peace in our lives before someone else dies? I wonder if your sons, the leaders of our family, could free their hearts even for a moment and see what magic comes from that. I want to say thank you. You still managed to find a way to help us connect, even if just a few of us. Thank you for all of the sacrifices you made to help us be where we are today. Thank you for giving me the gift of knowing love from a grandparent. Thank you for being a beautiful mother to my dad. Thank you for being a beautiful mother-in-law to my mum. Thank you for letting her feel the love of a mother figure. You were a good woman. We miss you. Happy birthday.
Oh, yeah.
Birthday 2 days, yeah. 9th today, Nicole, is it?
Yep. Nice.
2 days. My turn, is it?
No,
Let me get the glasses off for a second. Right, recipe. Here it is. Hang on, get me specs here.
How many pairs of glasses do you need?
God, I don't wear glasses now since I had the what's names done.
What you
I've
wear?
only got the sunnies. Still give me a bit of glare up there. Oh, I've tore it out. Put it somewhere. dear Mum. Today is Mother's Day, 2021. Mum. It's a poem.
Is it?
No.
Oh damn! I got so excited. Oh, I got so excited. Go
In
on.
2 days' time, it will be your birthday if you were still alive. In other words, your 100th anniversary. Today we have come to honour you on this one and only event. You now have 9 grandchildren who you know personally. Oh, I didn't include. I did.
She'll know.
Didn't
And
include
10 great grandchildren whom you have never met. Oh, that's quite in real life.
Yeah, dickhead.
It's so good. I love it so much. Keep going.
We all constantly think about you.
Yeah.
Your grandchildren have very fond memories of you. In fact, it was Kelly who organised this event. I don't know how many will attend, but from what we understand, it will be 0.
It will be 3.
That's how much they think of you. Okay, you passed at a very, very young age. So your grandchildren were very young and you didn't really care. What's this? You didn't get a chance to be with them for long. But they all love little memories of you and share a very highly of you.
Yeah.
I must have missed think out of that.
Yeah.
I have some very, very fond memories of you. Especially when you're giving me a flogging. I think you had to get in line because my dad was always ahead of you.
Yeah. When he got tired, she took over.
Yeah, but anyway, I have one very, very fond memory. I was talking to Kelly this morning about it. I have one very fond memory, and that was when you came when I was at the Templar School. I think I was about 5-year-old, and because I'm pretty sure I was 5-year-old, and Dermot and Margaret would have been in kinder, wouldn't it?
Well, I don't know. I don't know anything about this.
Child, yeah, it was a child minding, and because I used to have to go down every afternoon and shut you up. But anyway, yeah, and I have a very fond memory. We were doing a Christmas concert at the Templar School, and Mum, I knew she was going to be there because she told me that morning. I'm going to be there.
How long does this speech go for? I'm running out of
video. A speech is a speech.
A speech is a speech.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's
Open
entertaining.
your heart.
What?
Open up your
Open
heart.
your heart.
It'd be nice if it had proofread it first.
He's doing great.
Yeah. So anyway, there I was, we were doing
I haven't heard
we were doing a poem called, which I will recite later on. I dug it up out of Google, and I'll recite it later on. The poem it was called. Oh yeah, The Owl and the Pussycat. Actually, it's getting into it a bit. It sounds a bit rude. I was going through it today just to make sure I was on my best. So anyway, there I was. We were sitting in this makeshift boat, like a rowboat. There was 2 of the boys with me, fondling themselves.
Oh my God! You have to stop.
Anyway, so
Oh.
and then I looked up and I saw you standing at the
Stand at the what?
standing at the entrance, waving to me with a bag of lollies. And I was ever so excited. I was so excited I wet myself.
Did you really?
Of course he didn't.
Oh, Dad.
I was so excited to see you there. And at the end of this this discourse, I will read the poem. It was called The Owl and the Putty Cat.
Oh, I'm excited to hear it. It's lovely.
I've got to dig it out for a second. Anyway, Mum, I hope you have a lovely day today. I'm sure you'll be celebrating all the other girls.
Oh, Dad.
Party night tonight, eh? Spin the bottle. There's an owl next to you here. Kathleen, her name is.
Oh,
She was 90 when she passed on. Too old for you, Mum. You're only a young woman. Anyway, I hope you do have a great day, and I'll come up and do the same again next year if I'm still alive. Otherwise, I might be on top of you. Who knows?
yeah.
You're not going to read the poem, are you?
Yeah, of course he is.
Oh.
He has to.
Do you know, funny enough, I was going through it all those years ago. I was probably about 5-year-old. I always remembered a bit the first part, but never the other verses. Only 2 verses.
So you got it on Google.
No, not really. And then I got on Google and I said, "Damn," and it all came back to me. Here we go. Hang on. Google, wait. Google. I know you're here somewhere. Googies.
Words to the Owl and the Pussycat poem.
No, I've got it in.
Oh.
I just got to drag it out. Here it is. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for waiting.
Thank you. What grade were you in when you did this?
I was in grade. I must have been grade 1.
Grade 1.
Grade 1. So
If you're
just
5.
Little 5-year-old.
Little
Sweet.
5-year-old, okay.
Go
I
on.
didn't even know you could talk at that age.
He hasn't stopped since.
The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some honey and plenty of money wrapped up in a £5 note. The owl looked up at the stars above and sang to a small guitar. Oh, lovely pussy, pussy.
I knew he'd do that.
What a beautiful pussy you are.
I knew he would do that.
Oh my god. That's.
That's what it says.
I wish you didn't laugh at that part. It's made it very awkward
You are.
now.
What a beautiful pussy you are. Okay.
It didn't say that.
Because like, a
Episode
little
verse
6-year-old
2.
wouldn't have been.
Pussy said to the owl, "You elegant fowl, how charming sweet you sing. Oh, let's be married. Too long we have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring?" They sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the bong trees grow. And there in the woods stood a piggywick stood with a ring at the end of his nose, with a ring at the end of his nose. The first, same as the first. Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring? Said the piggy. Oh, I thought that was something.
Oh no.